All right. We talk about efficiency a lot over here, but we recently got into a conversation. Is it possible for us to understand what is a marginal cost improvement you're going to get when you become more efficient? Okay. Like, for example, let's say you're introducing a new tool and it's going to improve your efficiency by 5%. What is the cost saving you're going to look at? Now, cost is a very quantifiable metric. You know how much you are spending exactly. But when you look at something like efficiency, you don't know how to quantify it. So what we decided is we wanted to take a proxy for something like efficiency. So what is a good proxy for efficiency? Which is variability in your operations, or sometimes called as standard deviation. Now, let's take an example. Let's say you have a delivery service and you deliver products to your customers. Now, the variability in your operations is how much time you take to deliver that particular product. If Amazon says that they're going to deliver it 2 days, and exactly within 2 days you actually get that order, versus somebody says it's going to take 2 days and it's going to take 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, or 14 days in their operations, you know how efficient each of them are. Now, if you consider that as, a good proxy for efficiency, that variability in terms of when you are actually going to deliver can be modeled in terms of standard deviation. So give me 1,000 orders a day, and depending on how predictable you are in terms of making that order happen within that specific time, can be modeled as a good standard deviation metric. Now, this can be computed to use how much your standard deviation goes up. That means how inefficient you are actually becoming. Compare that to how much extra cost you are going to spend in your operations. So this is how we can actually model this. Let's see how to do that. Now, here is a simple tool we've created for something like this. We'll make this tool available for free, along with either the comment in the video or along with the blog post we've written for this in OpsWorld. And you'll be able to play around with this. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now, variation in delivery times. So take that you have food delivery business. Now, if your average is, let's say, average delivery time is 40 minutes, and keep changing the variation. So do you deliver between 42.5 minutes to 37.5 minutes, or 45 minutes and 35 minutes? How does your variation actually look like? It considers a standard normal curve, but your actual operations will be different. But the idea here is to get a sense of how this is going to work, right? Now, this is what it actually plots. And with increase in variation, how does your cost actually go up? Okay, so all I have to do is finally I'll change the hourly rate to $25, and I'll change the average time to, let's say, 30 minutes. And I can actually see how the cost actually goes up with each unit change in operations. Now, the lower the average delivery time I actually get, the more steep it should become. The higher the average time I actually do, it doesn't make much of a difference in early stages, right? With more and more inefficient you actually become in your operations, there is significant amount of cost you are going to incur. And this is especially why large companies which have large operations, you deliver a lot of orders, etc., need to really, really focus on efficiency if you want to really keep costs under control. Now, there is a couple of other things that you need to focus on. Number one is there is a point at which the marginal returns you're going to get in terms of cost saving is going to be lower than the amount you're going to invest in efficient improvement. For this sample model, it's around 5.5 minutes, or let's say 6 minutes. Beyond that, you actually see that you're not getting any more efficient, but obviously we're going to spend more and more cost to get this improvement in efficiency. We're not saving any cost, sorry. So you probably need to get to this point in terms of business. For your business, it will be very different. So feel free to play around with your numbers and see what is that you actually get at. Okay. The second thing is getting as efficient as possible or saving the cost as much as possible may not be the focus of your company. It should definitely be one of the focuses, but may not be the topmost focus areas. The topmost focus area for you could be quality. Okay. So every company, there is no 100% focus on quality. I'm going to get the best quality as possible. Trust me, even if you say that, it is not true. There is a quality benchmark you set. What is the minimum acceptable quality I'm going to set for my service? And that you keep it as a benchmark, and you try to see as cost efficient as possible within that particular benchmark level. So that's also something you should actually consider as a business while you look at a model like this. So as I said, we'll make this tool free for you, available in the blog post. You'll be able to see it on our website. So feel free to play around and let us know. What do you think? Thanks.